all my average gamers, to another impressions video of Season 4, the 11th hour, Battlefield 2042. It has arrived finally. Now, what do I think of it? Well, so right off the bat, I'll just give you my first impressions. I don't think this season is quite as good as the last season or Season 2, with the amount of changes that came or the amount of content. For one, we're getting one less map rework this season. They pushed Hourglass back to Season 5. Number two, I don't think Flashpoint's nearly as good of a map as Spearhead was. So I'll touch on the map a little bit more in a second, especially with like how it plays in Conquest and Breakthrough. But I am not as excited, or I don't like the map as my hype for the map was more than my actual enjoyment of it. Now again, I haven't learned all the nooks and crannies. I've only played about 4-5 hours on it or so. And this video is going to start off with we'll get right into the patch notes right after this quick intro, and then I'll finish off and do like kind of my first impressions, everything, have some footage in the background and such, and we'll go from there. The Brawler, AC9 SMG, which I'm about to unlock, the RM68 assault rifle, which I can't wait to use, RPT-31 LMG, the Super 500 shotgun. Those are the new weapons. New gadget here, we got the SPH explosive launcher, new vault weaponry, SVD and Type 88 LMG. Okay. Luna Gaming, what up? All right, so the AC9 SMG, an extremely lightweight submachine gun that is well crafted for fast hip-fire exchanges with its improved receiver ergonomics and ambidextrous small submachine gun. Submachine gun is more controllable than its high rate of fire would have you believe. Okay. I'm excited. We're about to unlock this, so I'm excited. This is what I really want to use. This weapon right here, the RM68 assault rifle. It's got that like weird suppressor attachment on it that's like built in, and it's got canted iron sights built on it, which is sick. So that'll be a fun gun to use. The RPT-31 LMG will be, if you're an LMG person, we got the high impact, slow rate of fire. So it's a high damage output, but it's got a slower rate of fire than the other LMGs. This is gonna be fun. The Super 500 shotgun. This looks like a one-shot kill within like 10 meters. It's kind of like what I'm picking up from what I've seen from like the trailers and such. But Luna, what have you been up to? What have you been up to, Luna? We got the sticky launcher here. This will be fun. So it's got 2 rounds per chamber too, which will be cool. But it sticks to anything. Launcher becomes available for assault classes. So it's only for assault class. Okay. That I didn't know. No, I do feel you there. I can relate to that. So new vault weapons, we got the SVD and the Type 88 LMG. The SVD is a sick gun. I do want to unlock this. This is a fun gun to use. Unlock criteria: 100 kills and assists with the SVD, which I'm doing right now. 50 kills with marksman rifles at this. All right, so we're working on that right now. All right, perfect. SVD portal. Oh wait, no, dude, I'm using the BSV. I gotta use the SVK. Okay. New battle pass. We just went over the battle pass. What's been going on in life with you, Luna? You know I'm here. Vent to you, boy. I'm here for you. All right, general improvements. Here we go. This is what I was trying to get to. So the end of round sequence now explains what will happen after this transition phase. For example, if you switch sides, if you stay in the lobby, you'll now also be presented with a prompt to confirm if you'd like to exit. This will help reduce accidental quitting with the main menu. I've never accidentally quit this game. I've definitely quit on purpose, but never once accidentally. But I haven't seen any difference between the end of rounds. I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't seen any difference at all. I think maybe they cut 10 seconds out. That's all I've noticed. Fix an issue reaching extraction streak 3 in Hazard Zone with Crawford and Zane when unlock the risk worth taking player card background. Okay. I think I'm the only human out there playing Hazard Zone still here. So fix an issue will cause vehicle icons to flicker while the big map is open. Okay, I don't think I ever noticed that, but sure. Increasing the size of the mini-map will no longer increase the size of the icons. All right, that should have been something that should have been at launch, but okay. Add an option to allow customization of the scale of the mini-map icon. Let's go, we did that. Okay, fixed an issue that was causing the visuals of ping to display incorrectly. Okay, glad that got fixed. Base circle visual effects on a location ping was sometimes missing. These are things I never noticed, but I'm glad they updated it. All right, so as part of 3.2.0 and the return to class, default mappings for controller layouts were updated. They definitely, again, guys, if you're out there playing this game, check your controller mapping right away because they changed everything again. I had to go in and remap things. Map controller layouts were updated to accommodate the addition of the new class gadget slot and accompanying gameplay changes. Due to these changes, we'll need to reset custom layouts for controllers. Part of this update will reset the following binding options in order to avoid any further conflict with new default layout. Throw grenade, switch primary weapon, open plus menu navigation, choosing of attachment. We encourage you to familiarize yourself with these changes to update and recustomize your controls prior to jumping into a match. Done and done. Battlefield Portal. Battlefield 3 fixed an issue with the small RPG where the rocket was deflected into the ground when the user was shooting into a fence. Okay. Didn't realize they had like indestructible fences in Battlefield 3. Dude, Portal is I gotta say, I'm a little upset that Portal doesn't have more to it yet. Fix an issue with sound effects for detonation was not functioning properly. We're using C4. How are you just fixing that? That's the Portal experience that had PvP AI, but not PvE. No other change than to the map list will have ribboned XP enabled. Master progression up to tier 12 and weekly missions enabled instead of the user restricted XP. Well, that's good. That's good. That's good. More full XP lobbies. All right, maps. Here we go. Breakaway. The Penguins have filled a hole near Beer 1 where players were unable to get out of if they had fallen victim to it. Pesky Penguin. What? Okay, fixed the visual issue with the billowing smoke from the two silos near the waste pools. Kaleidoscope. Fixed an issue where sector lines between sectors D and C were overlapping while playing Conquest. I never even noticed that. Stranded. Fixed an issue where players were sometimes spawned within a container of FFA and Gunmaster FFA modes. Okay. Fixed an issue where the cinematic camera during the intro would sometimes behave incorrectly on Conquest. Yeah, no, that I did come across quite a bit. Spearhead. Fixed an issue while playing Conquest Assault where a player was spawned 00B when trying to deploy on the A capture point. Okay, I don't even know what the fuck that even means. Improving consistency in melee takedown. They say that every patch update, and they're still inconsistent as shit. Improved prone behavior on steep slopes. That's good. That's good. Improved zipline behavior when a vehicle was parked near the same location as the zipline. Also a good improvement. Fixed an issue which would sometimes cause the camera to become stuck while using a ladder. Glad that never happened to me. That would have pissed me right off. That would have been instant quit right there. No accidental quits around here. Instant quit. Fixed an issue which caused the audio to play in the wrong direction while in a down state. That's annoying. Fixed an issue that caused the icon of selected weapons to disappear when climbing a ladder. Okay, I don't know what the fuck's up with ladders in this game. Apparently they break everything. Casper's OVP recon drone be able to destroy certain map objects it wasn't intended to. I didn't even know it could do that. Crawford fixed an issue that resulted in no health bar being presented while we're playing Forest Sentry Gun. And Ranger whilst playing as Crawford. Okay. Fixed an issue. Alright, so Liz is the one that got... Alright, so these are all kind of dumb. Caused a shockwave from explosion in Falcon self-heal. Actually, that's a big one. Glad they fixed that. Even though... Does anybody even do the self-heal on Falcon, or they just shoot it in the ground and run over it? Sure, that's what everyone does. Alright, Dozer fixed an issue that the throwing knife to generate... Caused the throwing knife to generate a ricochet bullet when hitting Dozer's ballistic shield. Is it not supposed to ricochet? Bullets ricochet, but not throwing knives? Alright. So they reduced the maximum range of Liz G84 600 to 475. So it's still 75 meters better than it used to be. And reduced the speed from 150 meters per second to 110. So still 10 meters per second faster. So still a little bit better than default, like when she launched. But definitely she needed a nerf. Because she, on PC, Liz is fucking unstoppable with that rocket. 600 meters was way too far. Playing the turning angles, alright, that's good. Adjusted the input clamping of the boosting with G84 TGM in accordance to the new turning angles. Not really sure what that means. I think it means it, since the turning angles are tighter, when you boost, it probably makes it, like, even exponentially more tight. Reduce the acceleration modifier when boosting from 1.85x to 1.15. I don't know what it was. I don't remember what that was at launch. With these adjustments, we're looking to push Liz into having a higher skill ceiling. Alright, that's good. Everything should be a higher skill ceiling, in my opinion. Alright, so Pake, Zane, anything with these. Pake, Pike. Fix an issue. It caused Pike to be unable to use her scanner in passenger seat. Well, you gotta allow that. Fix an issue. I mean, I'm joking. I would have been fine if that stayed the way it was. Fix an issue with the sound, which would play when updating the airburst distance from Zane's rifle was being triggered in instance where it shouldn't. The claymores can't destroy walls anymore. That's interesting. I don't see why they couldn't, but it's stronger than grenades. I don't understand why a claymore wouldn't be able to, but sure. Location pings will no longer display when pinging a neutral mounted Vulcan. That's good. Fix an issue where air radars running with a minimap is disabled. Definitely need to be updated. The crosshair for UAV 1 drone. That's good. Go to 100 plus instead of 200 plus on the rangefinder and vehicles. That's big. I like that. Threat detection system, audio key for passengers. So enabled that. All right, weapons. This is big. This is where we gotta. Let's see what they fixed with weapons. All right, fixed a visual issue that was present on the PKS-07 scope while ADSing. All right, I never noticed that, but I also never used that scope. Fixed an issue while using bipod against any surface with decreased dispersion by 40% instead of the intended 20. Oh shit! So bipods were OP, so they fixed that. All you bipod users, sucks to be you, I guess. Fix an issue where weapon stats were sometimes showing up in both the pros and cons fields within the collection menu. Are you serious, Dice? How do you fuck something like that up? AC-42 will no longer clip through the screen when opening the plus menu. That's good. Fix an issue where the MTAR had the incorrect headshot multiplier. What was... Okay. So the heavy barrel attachment now affects recoil, dispersion, bullet velocity, and range of... I don't know what ROF is, but... Recoil? That might be the recoil. No, recoil is right there. I don't know what ROF is. So the heavy barrel now, what is it affected? We'll have to check that out. We'll check the MTAR out in a second. Fix an issue with the MTAR didn't display burst as an available fire mode in the weapon detail. That's good. I'm glad it does now. M416. Fix an issue where the M416 had the incorrect headshot mode. Does everything have the incorrect headshot? Can you launch one weapon correctly, Dice? Like, Jesus Christ. Just shit together. MVK-22 no longer has a broken reload animation. God damn it. No longer shoot 2 times if holding the fire button during the reload in. Okay, well, that's good. Glad to hear it. All right, so the LMG now has the correct magazine count. So now after going over the patch notes, this is kind of what I think of everything. So I've only had a chance to really play with 2 weapons, or really 1 weapon. I've played with the AC-9. Now that gun is... It's pretty good. I don't know exactly where it fits in the game because I feel like the K30 is still better and assault rifles have a better headshot multiplier, so they just kind of win. But I think overall it's a pretty good weapon, especially close range like hip fire. The gun is dominates hip fire range for sure. Other than, you know, shotgun, that still wins. But outside of like 40 meters, like you can't hit the broadside of a fucking barn. It's kind of bad, honestly. But the part of the season that I was most excited for was Flashpoint, was the map, over, you know, more so than the weapons and the new specialists and stuff. And I was getting like Operation Locker vibes from it, and I thought it was going to be, you know, along the, except like expanded, just a little bit bigger, a little bit more outside region than what's in that, but it was going to overall be mostly like underground. And I would say maybe like less than a quarter of the map is actually like underground. So that was kind of a disappointment. It's not as much of like a meat grinder, like Operation Metro type of map as I thought it was going to be, which is a little unfortunate. The other part of it too is it's very... It plays okay on Conquest. It actually reminds me of playing like Frontlines when I play Conquest from Battlefield 1 and 5, or 1 or 5. 1. Battlefield 1 had Frontlines on it, I think. And like that was fun, or maybe it was Battlefield 5. Either or. And that's what the Conquest mode reminds me of. And it's okay. It plays decent, but Breakthrough, I think any map that does single objective points for Breakthrough mode it's just attacker heavy. Like defenders just don't have a chance. Like, as soon as they start taking over that point, it's game. Not only that, but between all the new specialists out there and the way the map is designed and the way the points are laid out, it's tank heavy, and it is attack heavy, and almost, I would say, 95 out of 100 games attackers win probably. So hopefully they'll, and especially because the map looks like it was designed more for breakthrough. That's why it's like kind of elongated and narrow and stuff. But it plays a little bit better on conquest. The middle 3 points are definitely the heaviest, like battlefield of it. Like the G and A don't get nearly as much action going on as the middle 3 points do. And so that's kind of a disappointment there. So like I said, it's okay on conquest, and right now I'm not really liking breakthrough on it. I did get a couple wins as a defender, but I would say it's pretty rare. Honestly, the one win that I got that was a pretty easy win as a defender was pretty early on, and like half the attacking team was just AI bots. So but I think that's like really the only reason we won. Now, as far as the new specialist, she's a lot of fun. I think Blasco is great specialist. She's a little overpowered, no doubt about that. But I think she's fun. Her kit is good. Her tool, her gadget there is definitely more powerful than they let on. Because not only does it disables the mini map, which I don't think is in the patch notes at all or in the specialist overview. So it literally, because there's so many Blascos running around, you basically are playing the game right now without a mini map. So not only can you not be spotted, but no one can be spotted. Nothing can. But I do like it. I think once, you know, the novelty of her wears off a little bit and the hype of her wears off and like things kind of balance back out again, I think she'll fit right in. She might need a few tweaks here and there as, like, you know, the season comes a little bit deeper into the season there. I think she might need a few tweaks. I wouldn't necessarily call it a nerf, but maybe like tweak her out a little. Maybe get rid of the mini map haze, and definitely get rid of that static white noise, because it is bugged out, and it is like every time I die, all I hear is that white noise, and it is atrocious. It is annoying, and I'll probably have a little clip of it in the background. I'll try to cut out here and play that, and like while I'm talking, I'm sure I'll have footage of everything that I'm talking about in the background and stuff. I've been playing, like I said, like 4 or 5 hours. But yeah, Blasco's okay. AC9's pretty good. I got to also use the like the launcher there, the new launcher, and that thing is so much fun. So much fun. That's the thing I love about Battlefield, is I think Battlefield's more about fun than it is competitiveness. And I think that's why I've always been drawn towards the Battlefield versus like Call of Duty, or like I loved Halo back in the day. But you know, as I get older, I'm more about just chilling, getting some kills. Like, now I did have one match, like pretty much the first match I was on, I ended up going like 44 and like 4 or something like that, or like 42 and 4. So I was like, oh, okay, yep, no. So it feels good. Definitely feels good being on Battlefield, because I had to take like 2 weeks off because of a hand injury. But we're back, we're playing it. We're gonna start making some more content again. Yeah. So overall, I think the season's kind of a mid-season. I would put it on par with like season 1 when that launched. Maybe not quite as much content, but it's like how I'm feeling overall about like the content that did drop is kind of similar. But 2 and 3, I think, were much better seasons as far as tweaks they made, balance overall. I'm not much of a vehicle guy, but from what I've read and seen online, it seems like the jet is handling better. It's just kind of the aim might be a little wonky, or people just aren't quite used to the new turning speeds. The nerf on Liz has been felt pretty hard. People have definitely talked about that and noticed that it's definitely, and it's weird because she's still a little bit better than she was at when she launched, but it was such a big speed boost that like reverting back it's gonna feel sluggish now for sure. But I think overall, you know, it's pretty mixed reviews on the season so far, and on the map especially. I'm gonna see with like the first big update if they end up dropping any sort of tweaks to the map, any like positional changes, or not like a full-on rework, but maybe changing the points around a little bit, or like I don't know what they could do here. Like I said, it's just the hills on the map is where you see like all of it. Like I said, like 80 to 90% of the map is above ground. So there's not nearly as much below ground as they like kind of hinted towards in the footage, and it was kind of a letdown. It's not nearly as much close range, close quarters infantry battle as I was hoping for. And then as far as what else we need to talk, I think that's everything. That's pretty much, those are my first impressions. Like I said, I think it's a good season. I'm hoping that the mid-season event will finally like be good. We'll find out about that. They seem to be talking about some new lore and stuff with this Oz guy on the intro. That's the other thing. The transition between games is a little bit better. You can switch your characters and stuff now. You can And it's a little bit shorter too. It doesn't take quite as long to get between match to match. I think they cut like 10, 15 seconds off, which yeah, it was literally like a full minute between matches before, and it was crazy. But yeah, as always, my friends, without any further ado, if you like the content, hit that sub button, hit the bell to be notified, give me a thumbs up, thumb down, whatever. It doesn't matter. Algorithm likes either one. And let me know what you think of the season so far in the comments below. Let's continue the discussion. So stay safe, stay healthy, stay sexy, and go make some average plays for your boy. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. I'm over, I'm out, and hopefully this weekend I will have a full review out. I just gotta unlock more of the guns. Later, y'all.